My name's Jacqueline Qiu. I'm a fine artist currently based in Manhattan. I'm a finalist for the 2024 Noguchi Museum Artist Banners project. Labor is just the reality of everybody's lives, I guess. Especially this feels more present in New York. But there are ways we can try to make labor feel more like a practice or a ritual of love. I feel that very present in my weaving practice because I feel the pain and the labor in my body. And it makes it even more important to figure out a way to make that labor worthwhile for myself. So to put the love in the labor, I guess. With weaving, it's very interesting in that each thread is visible. Even if things are layered, you can sort of see each individual line. Like each thread is still its own entity, and I think that sort of transparency in the structure and art process or creative process is very interesting to me. To get organic marks, you're essentially working against the grid, because the grid encourages like only perpendicular movement. So I really try to break out of that, but it's more interesting trying to get really organic, spontaneous marks. In a grid structure, you have to fight. Like it almost makes you create something more interesting than if you just started out with a blank open page. And that does lead into the weavings for the 6 banner designs. The grid structure related to the architecture that I was seeing in New York, and also felt like a metaphor for the monotony and repetition of daily life and work life. But I feel like even when you have weeks that feel like that, you find little moments of joy or beauty to appreciate to kind of get you through the day. And that's what the really beautiful like color gradations and the sunsets and the natural imagery in those weavings are. The little moments that people catch in order to make it through. Yeah. I want the interaction to feel effortless. You don't really have to understand the piece or what it's talking about or anything to get an emotional and embodied, visceral reaction to it. I hope to convey a feeling of awe or a moment of awe in looking at my pieces, because I think that's the best feeling in life. So I'm trying to recreate it. One thing Noguchi has said is that the best sculpture is actually invisible, and what's important is the impact it makes on the space and how it changes people's awareness of the space or their awareness of light or the wind or their own bodies. So it's really about how the sculpture allows a person to find beauty in the surrounding environment as well.